Very nice to meet you. I've heard lots about you. Wonderful for you to be here. You know, you're in the West, are you? Yeah. I see.
All right.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't
Okay, everybody look right over here at me. Smile. Come on, Don, smile. Let me do one more. One more? One more. Okay, here we go again. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, then you're hot.
No, not at all. Great, just like that. Okay. Okay, look right over here at me, folks. There you go. Don't move, let me do one more.
And some of which was to seize all pigs and horses going at large, have the same condemned and sold, cure all water, cats, and so on. So that's what they did in those days. The chief of police in 1906, 1907, but he's known for 1883. He was a very not suspicious man, but he knew everybody in Halifax. And in the morning he saw these two people, he didn't know who they were, and around noontime there was a robbery. So he associated these two people with the robbery. So he started to check, and he found they were staying in one of the hotels. So he went into their room, they weren't there, and he found a key to the North End train station, the lockers, and he found in the locker a Boynton diving suit. He found steel grappling hooks. He found 48 sticks of dynamite, which was unknown at that time in Halifax, and he found a revolver. And it just so happened these two fellows, the names were Becker and Holmes. They were both Irish extremists. They'd come to Halifax for the express purpose of putting the dynamite on HMS Canada, blowing up and killing Prince George, who was a midshipman. So he was given the George Medal for saving his life. And that's the medal there. And this is all the old pictures and some of the scrolls that were given to the chief when he retired. The footprint charts and the fingerprint charts. And this is the impression which was found at the scene of the crime. And this is the impression, inked impression of the subject. And they're enlarged 5 times. And then we look for the points of comparison. In that particular one there are 10 points. Usually there are many more points, but there are 10. In order to make a positive ID, you have to have 10. He broke into a house on Jubilee Road. And he was in the back second-story bedroom, and people came home. He jumped out the window in the flower garden. And he left that impression in the mud, cotton eye. Yeah. I was a guinea pig for everything. Everything. One day, we fired our first tear gas bomb on, and the residue remains with the shell. So I had the shell in the ID office. And when the sergeant detective, Roy Moore, came in, and it was in 2 plastic bags. So he split the bags open, and he put the bomb under some papers, and I went in, and all of a sudden the tears started coming down my cheeks. I knew something was wrong. So anyway, I found the thing, and I rebagged it. So at that time, the sergeant detective's office was a long office with all glass on the street side. I took a caulking gun and I caulked all the windows shut. And the door was let out of the office, it swung inward. So there's a fire extinguisher back across the way, so I just hooked the rope onto that and stretched it out so it just was loose around the doorknob. So I saw Rowan North coming down the hallway side. Ran into his office, slipped the bag open, and called him on the telephone. Said, Terry, you on the phone. Get in the office, I slammed the door and locked it. Okay? And he was gagging. I heard the crash, and when I heard the crash, I looked across the office and the chief was coming. Chief Mitchell. So what's going on? I said, not a thing, sir. So open that door. It cost me $40 to replace the window. This is the old call box system, and this one here was taken off the call box at the corner of Almond and Brickler Street. And this is the old call box system that was in the police station, and you had to make your stand half hour on the hour. You had to pay a commitment. If they wanted to contact you, they just called you in the call box and picked up the phone and they talked to you. This is a still. This still was in a brand new apartment building on Pepperell Street. And neighbors started complaining about the smell. So Sergeant Bishop and Constable Kelly came down and they said, Superintendent, all who they were, they said, this and complained about the control act. And he looked on the premises and the guy said, like, we have gallons. So they took them down through the phone, they didn't smell it. And they had gallons. They put in a bottle, and this still, they had a burner underneath that thing. Seeds over the years. This belt is in fact a hash pipe. You put the hash in the belt, and you put the leather cover back on top of it, and you suck the smoke out through the hole of the belt. And the needles and all the stuff that goes to killing people. It's not a very good thing, I'll tell you. Very serious problem. Unfortunately, in 1964, during our centennial celebration, we took it out of mothballs, but it was all deteriorated to the point we had to replace it. So we put plywood on it. We shouldn't have, but we didn't know it was that bad a shape we needed for the parade. Defensive weapons. Brass knuckles. This here handle here is a handle from one of the old Bernie tram cars. And they had a piece of brass that come out here, and then the handle, and then come down. They just cut those side wings off and use it as brass knuckles. And the bicycle chain was a famous weapon years ago. And Freddy Krueger's claw. And this is a blow gun with darts.